Hey guys, this is BurtBot doing another Star Citizen video. I've been putting a lot of thought into how I want to approach this game, and I actually like the concept of it, so I'm going to continue to support its development. And when it gets to the, when it progresses on to the actual open world universe, more towards the final game, I'm going to be running my own type of corporation. Now, it'll be slightly different than how things work in EVE, at least as I perceive it. It's more of a, I guess I want to say, it feels more real to have a organization in Star Citizen than it did in EVE. EVE was just kind of a cluster of a bunch of people working kind of together, but not really. But it definitely seems like it's a little bit more hands-on in Star Citizen, at least from my perception. I didn't play a lot of EVE because I couldn't really get into it, because every time I tried to do something I'd get, pretty much potted, I guess would be the correct term, every time I try to go anywhere, even in high sec. So but anyway, I'm going to be running my own organization. I've actually created the organization on the web page, and the spectrum identification, or the SID, is BFCO. It's Bravo Foxtrot Charlie Oscar. The long name is going to be Burt Freightliner Conglomerate. Yes, I know. It's my name, but if it's going to be my corporation, I might as well put my name on it, right? And mostly it's going to deal with transportation of goods and trading, since that's my my enjoyment of playing a space game such as Star Citizen. I'm also going to kind of do a little walk around of a ship that I upgraded to after doing some more research in the game. So originally I was going to just run the Freelancer Max, and I wanted something just a little bit more cargo capacity. Unfortunately, I missed the Starfarer sale. And if you guys don't know what any of these ships are that I'm talking about, you can find them on YouTube. There's a lot of walk around and reviews for them. I really like the Starfarer, and I think that's the ship that I plan on upgrading to. So, yeah, that's the end state that I want to get to, at least before 3.0. So hopefully they sell it again, but if not, then I'll have to wait. But for right now, I have the Constellation Taurus, which is the Constellation version of a freight ship. So it's got a larger cargo capacity than the standard Constellation class ships, at the sacrifice for some amenities, and it doesn't have a fighter attached to the back like the other Constellation series ships do. So anyway, before I go, we'll do the walk around. If you're interested in being a part of the organization that I created, go ahead and search the SID, which is BFCO, and the applications are open for anybody that's interested. Now, I'm really only looking for serious people that are actually going to be serious in the game, and for right now, I'm only building a crew specifically for one ship until I can branch out and have different captains crewing different ships for whatever I need, moved. So for right now, I'm just focusing on getting some crew for the current ship that I have, which I think is a 4-person or 4-crew ship. But if you're interested and you're serious about the game and you don't mind taking direction from somebody else, then feel free to join. The Constellation Taurus is, like I said, the freight version of the Constellation series of ships. As far as the exterior goes, it's not much different. The biggest difference that you'll see is that there's no bottom turret right here. Instead, it's some type of panel. I don't know exactly what's going on in this panel. Maybe it's some type of additional power or some other type of module. It does have a turret up top, and I believe the caliber on the guns up top are a little bit bigger because there is no bottom turret, but we'll go up there and take a look at the turret in a few. The exterior of the ship is relatively similar. It is a lot less armed than the rest of the Constellation series, obviously owing to the fact that it is a transport type of ship. So primary purpose is to move freight, cargo between point A and point B. I would classify this as a mid-range to maybe long-range freight line type of ship. A little bit more useful than the Freelancer Max. But don't get me wrong, the Freelancer Max is still a very good ship, and I do recommend it for anybody that's just kind of working their way into freight as a career path in Star Citizen. Now, they haven't released the freight module or freight gameplay yet, but they do plan on releasing it by the end of the year with 3.0, so freight will be in the game relatively soon. The ship is not in a completely finished state, it's just in hangar state, so it's not flight ready. There are some bugs that I've noticed with it. Nothing super serious, but obviously some stuff that they'll have to hash out before they put this into flight ready. And I would assume that they would have it flight ready by the time the cargo missions work their way into the public gameplay. So you've seen the exterior. Can I not interact with this right now? I think that my hangar is bugged right now. Alright, 1 second. So while I'm reloading this, just continue on with the description of the ship. The cargo capacity is somewhere in the mid 200, so it's definitely about twice the size of the Freelancer Max, and you'll see it when I am able to show you the cargo hold. Let's go ahead and reload the hangar. But anyway, yeah, you do sacrifice some of the amenities for it, and obviously that's due to the fact that like I said, it is there for hauling cargo, not really for luxury or exploration. So there is a luxury version of the ship that is a little, I would say, overboard, but it is there for moving high-value individuals, VIPs, I guess, from point A to point B. So a different type of cargo, different type of luxuries. But if you're moving a bunch of boxes and you have a crew of people that are just there to help you move the boxes, then things don't need to be, beautiful. They just need to be functional, and that's the main aim of the Constellation series. Now I'm going to go into third person view. And we're going to go ahead and get into the interior, into the guts of the ship, as it were. Yeah, the exterior is just, plain, nothing special about it. One thing that you will notice is the cargo capacity. Now, if you've seen the other Constellation series ships, then you know that this cargo bay right here is almost twice the size of the regular Constellation series ships. Now, the regular Constellation series have a cargo bay that starts here and ends right here at this middle hydraulic jack. So you can kind of see that additional cargo space that would fit in here. Now, you could effectively haul all types of things in here. You could probably put 2 rovers in here. A lot of cargo units fit in this area. So you can tell the cargo space in here is definitely sizable. Nice little bay. I like how it drops down like that. That's pretty cool. I'm pretty sure that there will be manifest panels. Maybe those will be manifests, so you can manifest your cargo. These are exterior access airlocks. A little bit different. On the other series, they're a little bit thicker, and I guess they pop out. So maybe these do the same thing. They're just not in the game currently right now, so they probably will be added relatively soon. Nothing special along the side. Let's go ahead and jump back into first person. Some storage space, some panels, maybe will be functional later on. It's like some type of engine readouts. It does have 4 TR5 engines for the main engines and multiple thruster points for a more precision maneuvering, especially for docking and landing. Now in this back area, there would be an access way for a fighter, and you'd be able to see the fighter area would be in this general spot, but it's not there. This is definitely just going to be components for engines or shielding or whatever they want to put back here. And the fighter has been removed. So one thing that I will say about running freight is you probably, if you're depending on where you're at, you're gonna have to run maybe a contracted security element, or eventually later on when a corporation gets big enough, it would have its own security for moving freight. So you would have fighter escorts or some type of mid-sized ship escorting the freight depending on the situation, because the freight ships are definitely not designed to be able to handle anything more than maybe one additional ship that's attacking them. So if it's like 2 or 3 ships attacking you, you're definitely going to need some type of support. So that's the cargo area. Nothing fancy. Like I said, it's just there to store a lot of stuff and transport it. Oh, door's a little bugged out there. Okay, anyway. Yeah, there's some things that they need to work on, but that's to be expected when it's just hangar ready. They just want you to be able to preview your ship. Nothing super special in here. It does have a bathroom. It's pretty standard. You know what I mean? It's got a shower. Bigger shower than on most ships. Sink. Oh. Bugging out. Oh, bugging out. Okay. Don't walk into the mirror. Obviously some type of portal to a different dimension, but yeah, wastebasket, toilet paper dispenser, functional bath, or toilet, rather. Sit your ass down, take a shit. Go ahead, jump up from there. Sink, shower. I would like to see them maybe not curve this back. It doesn't. I don't really understand why it curves back like that. It makes it look like it's a like a separate module. So maybe I guess that's their goal. They want you to be able to replace this with maybe more bunks or something else. I don't know, but if that's the case, and I understand why it's curved back like that up top, but if not, then I think they need to kind of maybe rework that. A seating area with a table. I don't think that it's functional in this version of the ship, so I can't pull that down, but in the other flyable version this does come down. In the Constellation Andromeda, which I believe is the base model constellation that is in flyable mode, it's a little bit more luxurious than what this is, but this is what it is, guys. I mean, it's, like I said, it's a freighter. It's not, there for anything besides moving cargo. These are escape pods / beds. They open up, you can get into them. The beds look actually more comfortable than the Andromeda class. Surprisingly enough. Oh, look, gotta fluff his pillow. Nice little animation there. Readouts, obviously. Like I said, I think this doubles as an escape pod. I know in the Andromeda version, the beds, bunks are definitely escape pods. Snaps right back shut. Same thing up there. I don't think I need to demonstrate that animation. You can see that they pull up into the outside of the ship and get launched into space. And this one goes down through the floor. So another airlock. This one is functional. It does go up and down. It is a little bugged out. I've gotten thrown through the bottom of the ship after going up. You know what I mean? I'd come up, got up to here, wigged out, and shot back through the bottom of the ship. So that's why I use the cargo entrance. So you can't use the top yet. Let's see if I cannot bug out going back up. Alright, cool. So I didn't bug out that time. Storage space over here. I would like to see maybe them put like a kitchenette in here, because this seems like a longer range freight hauler than the Freelancer Max, but it seems like it has less amenities. Like the Freelancers somehow managed to cram in a sink at least in the exterior of the toilet, but you know, there is a sink in here. I don't think you ought to be doing your cooking, but I would like to see them put in a kitchenette area, and I think the perfect place would be right here. So knock out these two little things and put a kitchenette. I think that would be a little bit more appropriate right there. Some type of storage bins. A lot of bright lighting in here. A couple panels. More paneling. Lights. There's the top turret. I don't think that you can get in there yet. Oh, no, you can. Alright. Go ahead and shoot up into the top here. Now, in the hangar, for whatever reason, the turret's auto-locked to one specific point. Oh, that's cool. It's like stowed away. Okay, so I can't move the turret in the hangar, but it does look like it has massive guns for a turret, so that's pretty cool. For whatever reason, you have engine readouts on the turret. It's interesting. But yeah, I can't really look around. There is a display. I'm assuming that once the gun is operational, this HUD will have some type of targeting indicator. I mean, it's only the logical assumption, right? Oh, look at that. Went through the bottom of the ship, getting out of the turret. So yeah, guys, clearly there are some bugs with the ship. But you know, I'm sure that those will be worked out as soon as possible. It is an alpha game, so they just want you to be able to preview the ship while they're still working on the details, which I really like that. You know, if you put money into the game, a substantial amount of money into the game, for a ship, especially of this caliber or type, then you definitely want to be able to see what your money gets you. And you know, I think that it's awesome that they let you preview the ship even though it's in an unfinished state, which is very cool. I don't think that there's any reason for me to jump into the chairs. They swivel back. You get in it, it swivels back to the front, and then the displays don't really pop up with anything. Couple readouts. Readouts on the controls on all of these. This is power management here. And I believe that this is shield management on this side. But really cool, a lot of viewing angle. So if you're in the captain's chair, you know, you have a wide view. You can see out pretty far on either the left or right, up or down. It's pretty cool. I kind of, personally, I don't like the fact that the captain's chair is also the pilot's chair. I think that this ship is big enough that maybe you could move the captain's chair maybe back a little bit and then put these forward a little bit more and make the left seat the pilot seat and the right seat the co-pilot seat, and then the captain would have an overall readout of everything on the ship. So, but I don't see that they're going to change that. That's just my personal preference. I do think that the ship is large enough and has enough crew that the captain does not also need to be piloting the ship. I've been working on my piloting skills, by the way, so I'm not completely trash, and I'll make another video displaying that and show the Constellation Andromeda, which I do have. So I did upgrade to the Taurus, Constellation Taurus, but for the game, I guess that they let you use the base model ship until they implement the actual ship that you upgraded to. So if you upgraded to, like, say, the Freelancer Max, you still got to use the Freelancer, and you could preview the Max in the hangar, but you could fly the base model Freelancer, which it's pretty awesome. You know what I mean? It's their way of saying, hey, we see that you purchased a upgraded model of the ship that's not flyable yet, so you can fly the base model around while we work on your ship that you paid for. So that's pretty cool. But anyway, guys, that's pretty much a basic overview of the Constellation Taurus. I will be running this until I can upgrade to the Spacefarer, which is a 7-man crew. But I really like the Spacefarer, or the Starfarer rather. Sorry, the Starfarer. And I will be getting the civilian version with the more cargo space as opposed to the military fueler version. But if you're interested in joining my crew and you have the game, or you plan on pledging into the game, and you're interested in a semi-serious role-playing organization, and you'd like to like I said, be part of my crew, then go ahead and join or submit an application to BFCO, Freightliner Conglomerate, on the robertsspaceindustries.com. Like I said, just join up, hit me up in game, add me to your contacts, whatever. You might see me chat in game. Drop me a line in game, just say, hey, what's up? I was looking forward to playing with you. Like I said, I'm preparing for running freight once freight is an option to be moved. And I think they're going to start with missions for moving cargo, but it still helps having some type of, crew, co-pilots, or, turret gunner, somebody to manage cargo, whatever. So anyway, drop me a line if you see me in game, and we'll fly together. Anyway, thanks for watching this video, and I will see you on my next video, which will probably be me flying. So get ready for that mess. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.